Breaking news in the mystery of the passenger plane that vanished into thin air. U.S. investigators tell ABC News they are considering the possibility, based on new clues, that what went on inside the cockpit of this plane may not have been an accident. All of this as a U.S. ship races to a new location in the Indian Ocean. And ABC's David Curley brings us the breaking details right now. David.
Good evening, Diane. Tonight, two sources tell ABC News that two communication systems on this 777 were shut down separately, suggesting there was not a catastrophic failure. These communication systems shut down separately, as I said, less than an hour into flight. Our source called it systematic. This as the search is expanding.
American ships are on the move tonight, looking for that 777 jetliner even farther away from its original flight path. A top U.S. military source says there's an indication the jet went down in the Indian Ocean. So the search grid is getting bigger and could get much bigger. Here's why. Two senior U.S. officials tell ABC News the plane may have flown up to 4 hours beyond its last sighting on radar. They know this because the jet was apparently pinging a satellite every hour. It's part of a monitoring system airlines can pay for to keep track of their jets in the air. Malaysia Airlines was not paying, but our sources say even if the airline isn't buying the data, the jet still sends a signal to the satellite.
Based on some new information that's not necessarily conclusive, but new information, an additional search area may be opened in the Indian Ocean.
Flying 4 hours at 600 miles an hour means Malaysian Flight 370 could have traveled 2,400 miles. But it's unclear which way. Those satellite pings don't give direction and would not be able to transmit from the bottom of the ocean.
I don't think that the aircraft is underwater, that you'll get a valid signal coming up from at the bottom of the sea.
This latest information comes from U.S. sources days after conflicting stories and details. Remember those satellite photos from China which showed floating debris? The Malaysians looked today, found nothing, and say they were told by the Chinese that these images were released by mistake.
With our sources telling us these communication systems were shut down intentionally, Diane, it suggests either a hijacking or pilot suicide. But now this search area is shifting here to the massive Indian Ocean. As I showed you in the graphic, 2,400 square miles. They'll do a grid over it. It is going to take months to search, Diane.
All right. Thank you, David.